Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Code Realize, Guardian of Rebirth. Now we are still going after Van Helsing, and we are skipping through all of the main storyline that we have already been through up until now, only pausing to record the different scenarios that happen with different choices that I make in order to get Van Helsing's path. So, hopefully along this video we should catch up. Okay, so here I'm supposed to say I don't really understand, so that's going to be different. I'm sorry, I don't really understand. What? You're the one who asked. What kind of reaction is that? I'm sorry. It's him talking about the train, the first time he saw a train. I think. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I was just thinking that you're probably a little bored by all the talk I'm doing. Then may I present you with the best joke in the English language. Jokes are nice too, but we might want to get back to repairing the airship. Oh, whoa, that's right. We need to take care of business first. After that, Impy continues to talk to me, as he wants to make sure I'm entertained while we're together. Impy, I think I'm going to go back to my room now. I'm getting in his way. I could sense it, so I had to escape the situation. Sure thing. Oh, thanks for the sandwich. It was real good. I'll keep working hard. Impy smiles and waves, and I feel a little bit bad about what happened. And this time, I am going to prepare for a counterattack. I'm going to prepare to hit them back. You want to send them down before they do the same to us? Got it. I'm going to keep piloting from here. Sadie G, leave the engine to Victor and go join Van Helsing on the rear. Aye, Captain. Sure, you can leave things to me, but there's only so much I can do. Just hurry. I don't know what you plan to do, but if you mean to attack, hurry up and do it. I'll tell you what to do from here. I need you to go join Van Helsing. Right. Following Impy's directions, I rush to the rear deck. Saint Germain and Van Helsing are already there. Between the two of them is something very large, and what's that? Some kind of golden sphere is next to it. Are you all there? The manual to the secret weapon should be right there, so start reading it. Cardia, I'm going to focus on piloting, so I'm going to leave operating the weapon to you. Me? Alright. I start reading the manual, as the ship is rocked by more explosions. Here are the instructions. 1. Get Van Helsing into capsule! Oh no! I can see how this is going to go already. Excuse me? What did you say you were going to do to me? If he questions... If he questions you, ignore him and continue. This is an emergency, and sacrifices must be made. What is that supposed to mean? Impy, I know you can hear us. Answer me. Van Helsing, this truly is an emergency. There's no time to question the plan. So, like, the secret weapon is, like, throw Van Helsing at them? I understand, but... Van Helsing is to wear the vest inside, with the wires attached to the specified points within the capsule. I guess this is our one and only way to survive this. Then I don't have a choice. Van Helsing steps into the sphere and sits down, and Saint Germain secures the lid. Next, bring the capsule to the tube and set it near the aperture. Saint Germain easily lifts the sphere containing Van Helsing and places it by the end of the tube. Then, man, he is really strong. With great force, the capsule slides into the tube. Hey, what is this? What's going on? I need to understand what's happening. After he's in position, push the button to fire. Is this some kind of... I take a better look at the machine in front of me. It came, it came up suddenly, and I didn't recognize it because of its strange shape, but it seems to be a cannon. So it seems. It seems to be a human cannon. Gold stars to you two! We're about to debut the Van Helsing cannon, invented by yours truly. I'm guessing Van Helsing can't get out of there now. Van Helsing cannon? That's actually pretty funny. Nice going, Impy. You're going to shoot Van Helsing at Nemo's ship? That's insane! Don't worry, it'll work because it's Van Helsing. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't work with anyone else anyway. Well, what about safety? It's fine. Oh, it might kill any ordinary person, but it's him. He'll be fine. I think I hear him shouting in there. Van Helsing can take it. He'll be fine. You're really emphasizing that this is for Van Helsing only. I'm starting to get worried. This is not going to endear Impy to Van Helsing. As the argument goes on, Impy skillfully moves the airship and avoids Nemo's shots while approaching his ship. Cardia, now! Shoot him good! But... I'll do it. Saint Germain reaches past me and pushes the button without any hesitation. Oh, Van Helsing is not going to be happy with him either. The cannon makes an incredible boom. The capsule, trailing wires, soars through the sky and approaches Nemo's HMS Fulton. A slow projectile like that is no problem to shoot down with my superior super science. Not so fast, Sainty G. Push the button again. Aye, aye. The Count presses the button once more. Whoa! The capsule opened! Oh, I see. Van Helsing seems disgruntled at his treatment, but his eyes are locked on the enemy ship ahead. Thanks for being so understanding. We're counting on you, Van Helsing. How can he hear them from there? It seems Van Helsing can still hear Impy, and we can hear Van Helsing too. The wires attached to him must... Oh, okay, I see. The wires attached to him must have a small communication device attached. Impy, when I get back, you're going to be in a world of pain. I'll eat as much salt as you want later. For now, just look out. He's about to shoot. The weapons on the HMS Fulton are turning towards the cannon as we speak. The turrets, big and small, are facing us. Har har! Time to say goodbye! You'll be a great sacrifice for the advancement of science! Fire everything! Nemo's shout echoes across the sky, and more than 2 rows of cannons fire on us, their balls filling the air. This is nothing. One of the cannonballs is coming right at him, but he calmly fires at the highly explosive projectile and diverts its path. We feel the heat of the explosion, but it doesn't do any damage to us. Van Helsing continues to reload and fire, targeting the projectiles on a collision course with our ship. What would they do without me? He shoots down one cannonball after another, and the air between our ship and Nemo's is filled with smoke and fire. Perfect. After the indignity I suffered, I have to let off some steam. A few minutes before, seconds after Van Helsing was shot into the air, the sky was filled with bright red as countless explosions went off. All I could do was sit in a daze and stare at the ongoing conflagration. Well, what's going on? I can't see anything because of all the flames. Oh my, they're really going all out. I can see everything from here. He's using his shotgun to blow up the cannonballs, and whoa, he's jumping from ball to ball. His skills are superhuman. I hope Van Helsing is alright. Don't worry, I planned this knowing what the guy's capable of. He'll definitely take care of the job. We hear more explosions for a while. After a few minutes, the noise dies down. Then... Can you hear me? I've infiltrated the HMS Fulton, and I'm about to take down the crew one by one. Any questions? I sigh in relief when Van Helsing's voice comes over the line. Good, fight them! But don't kill anybody. An airship that size can't be piloted alone. They'll need an emergency landing. Got it. Van Helsing's reply to Impy's impossible order is short, but soon we start to hear a series of explosions off in the distance. Nemo's ship begins to fall into the clouds. Mission completed. Yeah, I knew you could do it. Oh, you didn't cut the wires, did you? No, I tied them onto the airship near my entry point. Nice! Get back there and hook yourself up to the wires again. We hear Van Helsing's running footsteps through the Aether communicator. All the while, more small explosions are going off within Nemo's ship, perhaps due to whatever mayhem he was doing in there. I'm back to the entry point, and I've reattached the wires the way they were. So, how am I supposed to get back over to you? I have a bad feeling about this. Why, we do it all in reverse, of course! Say TG one more time, if you please. Here we go again. The Count smiles and presses the button one more time. A reel extending from the cannon begins to spin, retracting the wires at an incredible speed. We hear Van Helsing's surprised shout through the communicator. Not even 10 seconds later, Van Helsing literally flies back through the air, pulled by the wires. Oh. We don't have any way to catch him. The obvious happens. Ugh. Van Helsing slams against the wall with extreme force. Van Helsing, are you alright? Ugh. Damn it. My vision's all blurry. Van Helsing holds his head for a little while, then slowly climbs up to his feet. Impy, you ready for some much-deserved pain later? Scary, but it couldn't be helped, right? This plan only worked because of your crazy strength. It only worked because of Van Helsing's abnormal sturdiness. You live up to your reputation as a human weapon. Just when we think that victory is ours. Hey, I'm not done yet! Nemo's voice cuts through the air, even though he should have fallen already. We rush to look outside and see the HMS Fulton still chasing us among the clouds. Wow, he's so persistent. He still wants to fight? That's impossible! He's got no crew, and his ship's a wreck. There's no way he can control it in that state. Just as Impy says, the HMS Fulton rises above the clouds for a moment, then begins to sink down below. Ah! Remember this! I may have lost this round, but my soul still burns with a passion for science. I'll be challenging you again. I will. You'll see. I'd rather you didn't. You haven't seen the last of me. Just crush already. Once again, Lupin says what we're all thinking. Finally, the HMS Fulton sinks out of sight. We all take a breath in relief. My job here is done. We just need to make it back to the finish line now, right? Oh, well, you see, the thing is... Impy begins sounding very evasive once Lupin asks that question. What else is there, Impy? There aren't any other ships in the air. We look at each other with puzzled looks. Impy clears his throat with a strangely calm demeanor. Um, yeah, Engineer Victor will fill you in. A report from Victor. About what? Impy, the engine's going up in flames. There's nothing an amateur like me can do about it. Oh. I hate to tell you this, but the engine's completely burned out, which means we're going down. As if proving Victor right, we hear a roar and the ship begins to shudder. Okay, so all's the same here. So, skipping. Oh, actually here, even though I don't get to make a choice, something's new here because of all the Van Helsing related choices that I made, apparently. Van Helsing, can I come with you? But you and I had different goals in our search here. Do you not want me to come along? Do as you please. I don't care as long as you stay out of my way. Alright, I'll join you then. We leave the others behind and enter one of the rooms along the main hallway. The room is filled with books, documents, and piles of papers all stacked up and crammed anywhere they can fit. There's so much here. Did my father leave all this behind? This is going to take longer than I thought. There's more here than we can get through in a single day. I wonder if there's anything here written about me. Maybe. Either way, we'll have to get looking. We'll just have to check everything we can get our hands on. All right. For a while, we continue searching through the documents in silence. It's a bit soon, but I'm going to thank you. Huh? Van Helsing suddenly speaks out, without any hesitation. If I was working alone, I probably never would have been able to locate this facility. It was a good choice to collaborate with you. We have to say the same thing. You've helped us in so many ways already. Thank you, Van Helsing. We're in a collaborative partnership. It's only natural that I would help. Van Helsing sighs, apparently bored, and begins looking through the documents again. I look at his serious expression and begin to wonder why it is that he's trying to look into Finis' secret. Even right now, when we are at the brink of learning the truth of so many things here, my mind is focused on Van Helsing. The reason why he is trying to find out about Finis' immortality. Try to joke around with me again, and I will kill you without hesitation. When we confronted Finis on the train, he was so heated. Van Helsing definitely said then that he would kill Finis. Van Helsing, do you hate Finis? What about him? It's nothing, just... I was curious about your past. I just genuinely wanted to know about this man in front of me. Abraham Van Helsing, who people go so far as to call the human weapon. I wish I knew more about him. It's a personal issue. You don't need to know about it. Oh, come on. The sternness in his voice seems to tell me how distant our hearts are. It makes me feel lonely. And all the same. Yeah, so I guess whichever guy you actually connected with at this point is the one that you go search for information with, and also the one that rescues you when you're confronting Finis. So, here we go. Talking to my brother. However, Finis stops in mid-motion at the sound of a gun's hammer being cocked. At the same time, the muzzle of a gun is pressed against his temple. Sorry, sister. We have an unexpected guest. From out of the shadows of the glass tube steps Van Helsing. You've been careless, Finis. Hello, Abraham. You interrupted my last conversation with my sister, too. No one likes a man with bad timing, you know. Shut up. You can blabber as much nonsense as you want in your sleep. Eternal sleep in your case. That again. You're all talk. Hurry up and do it. You don't have to tell me. I'll kill you as many times as I have to. Van Helsing, wait. Quiet. My business is with him. Van Helsing silences me sharply, not willing to listen to anything I say. Before I kill you, tell me, why didn't you die before? I blew your head completely off. I'm shocked, but I suddenly understand. Impossible. I confirmed this with the one responsible for the assassination. I was told that it was definitely him. I know now why Van Helsing was so certain that Finis is immortal. It wasn't just some member of Twilight. Van Helsing himself had killed Finis. But Finis is most definitely alive. And that's why Van Helsing decided to work with us, to try to discover the secret of Finis's immortality. Answer me. Why I don't die? I don't have to tell you anything. I don't think you understand the position you're in. You're the one who doesn't understand. When are you going to learn that what you're doing is pointless? I don't have time to waste. Playing along with your games has grown tiresome. Finis smiles beatifically, and Van Helsing blinks once, slowly. I shout out, knowing what would happen now. Van Helsing, stop! Then... what? And all this is the same. So more skipping. Count, you. I apologize profusely for having denied you your retaliation. However, I could not allow the opportunity to kill a certain enemy pass by. I hope you can understand. Yeah. So, why was he able to kill him with that blade through the heart, and Van Helsing blew his head off and he didn't die? Well, I guess that's another mystery to be solved. The connection has disappeared. That's how I feel. The boy who claimed to be my brother, who was our single source of information, now lies dead at my feet. I feel a new emotion growing within me. We'll find a different route to get information on Isaac. It's hard to tell if he's saying this out of consideration for my feelings. Van Helsing says nothing more, and I'm not able to determine his true intentions. Yes. I nod weakly. However, now that Finis is dead, it's only a matter of time before Delacroix kills me. It seems I won't be able to see your cause through to the end. That's right. Now that Van Helsing has accomplished his mission, he must uphold the promise that he swore to Delhi, the promise of his life. Van Helsing will soon go down the same path as Finis. Despite my concerns, I know that this is something that is out of my power to stop. I look up and see countless versions of me that never were. They have no expressions on their faces and simply stare out blankly. For some reason, they look sad to me. What am I? If what Finis said is true, and I was created by Father, then why, for what purpose was I made? Finis. I wonder if he was like me, or was he something else entirely? The only person who knows that is dead. I walk over to him and gently close his eyelids. The least I can do for him is a send-off. I think back on Van Helsing for some reason. When I first met him, he had seemed like such a scary person, but as I got closer to him, I realized that that was just his exterior. His kindness was in his actions, not his words, and it saved me so many times. Now that Finis is gone, is he really going to give his life up to Delacroix II? I can't possibly understand the problem between the two of them. But what will Delhi do? It may just be wishful thinking, but could it be truly possible for him and Van Helsing to reach an understanding? I shake off this thought and take a deep breath. Wasting time thinking here won't change anything. I have to leave this place. Let's go. I tell myself this and start walking away. Thank you all for everything. I'll have to see what that Avenger trophy is. Chapter 9, Serial Killer. Now this is completely divergent from the first playthrough. The Chapter 9 was something completely different in the other game. So everything from here on is specifically Van Helsing geared. 2 years ago. Explosions go off all around. The flames will soon engulf this castle. Delacroix Castle, the castle of vampires.
Why do you hold back?
The leader of the entire vampire race, Delacroix, king of the Nosferatu, holds his sword ready to strike.
You will never defeat me if you allow yourself the slightest hesitation.
His opponent is a master of battle, born a warrior. Abraham Van Helsing, otherwise known as the Human Weapon. Slowly aims his gun.
There is a reason why I cannot back down. I have one as well. The fate of an entire race rests upon my shoulders. I understand, Van Helsing. Let's not bring petty anger and grudges into this. I swear by this sword, I engage you in this battle as naught but a single swordsman. I will never forget what you did for me. Save it for after you've defeated me. Let us see just how much your human body has been able to master the fighting techniques I have granted you. I shall have your head.
Delacroix jumps forward with extraordinary speed, dodging Van Helsing's bullets with superhuman alacrity. His silver blade shines in the flames. The two men clash. The sound of birds chirping is heard.
Ah, the dream again.
Van Helsing thinks as he wakes up.
I suppose it won't just fade into the past so easily.
He sits up and runs a hand through his disheveled hair. He shuts his eyes tightly, driving the remnants of the dream from his mind and thinking about the future.
Finis is dead. In the end, I didn't have to kill him, and his death was all too simple. Even so...
This heavy feeling, like lead weights, shows no sign of getting better, and he sinks even further into a deeper place. He killed Finis once before, in the past. Using his own shotgun, he blew the boy's head off. But still, he somehow came back to life. And now he can't deny the possibility that Finis might rise again. The boy's method of immortality remains a secret. When he visited the laboratory again after that incident, most of the documents had been removed by someone. Suddenly, he recalls the sight of Cardia standing next to Finis's dead body. His old enemy was family to Cardia. There is no need to mourn Finis's death, but...
Damn it.
He feels frustration building. Is this frustration against himself, or...
Van Helsing! Are you up? Van Helsing! Victor, it's too early to make this much noise. This is bad. It's Cardia. She's gone. What?
A few hours earlier.
I am terribly sorry. The last train to Wales has already left.
I see.
Railroad service starts again tomorrow morning. Could you please come back then?
Can I wait here?
I'm sorry. We'll need you to leave since we have to inspect and clean the station.
Right, I understand.
I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help. Oh, and we've been hearing a lot of disturbing stories these days, so please stay safe.
Disturbing stories?
Haven't you heard? Here, look at the latest edition of the newspaper.
He hands me a paper from a bench. The New Britain Post. The same newspaper that had printed that wanted notice of Victor. Jack the Ripper escapes custody. Serial killer
Oh, they actually name him in this one.
Serial killer Jack Blackman, aka Jack the Ripper, was being transferred to Newgate Prison when he escaped with the help of an unknown accomplice, Scotland Yard admitted today. Jack the Ripper is a serial killer who so far has targeted only women. He has since disappeared. Scotland Yard has not been able to find Jack's base of operations as of yet. Ranking Yard officers decide to attempt to capture Jack in secret to control public knowledge of the escape. Queen Victoria was enraged by this concealment and demanded the resignations of Commissioner Robert Bettany and others. She has placed the leader of her Imperial Guard, Rempart Leonhardt, in charge of recapturing Jack the Ripper. The Yard has posted a large reward for Jack and has made the citizens of London aware of this ongoing manhunt. It is said that Jack the Ripper has murdered between 13 and 20 individuals, though the total has yet to be determined. His methods include slashing the throats of his victims, then removing internal organs to collect them. He is extremely brutal. Jack the Ripper. After I read the article, I look up with no small amount of discomfort.
It's all anyone in London's talking about. He might be wandering some back alley as we speak. It's terrifying. You be careful.
I see. Thank you. The station employee smiles and leaves. So, for now, I have to leave the station. That's no good. I'm not off to a very good start. I had thought to go back to the mansion in Wales, where I had been sleeping. If I investigate that mansion again, I may find more clues leading to Father. That was my plan at least, but I guess I'm stuck tonight. I suddenly feel helpless. I hear footsteps and turn around in surprise. It's just a random man walking along without paying attention. There's nothing threatening about him. If only everyone, and if Van Helsing were by my side now. I'm disappointed in myself for being so disheartened by such a small thing, when I had left the mansion so determined. To begin with, there's no reason for Van Helsing to want anything to do with me. His objective was to kill Finis. Now that that has been accomplished, his reason for cooperating with Lupin and the others is gone. That makes me completely worthless to him. Even if he notices that I've left, there's no reason for him to come after me. Will I ever see him again? No, I need to accomplish my mission. I shake my head to clear it of my sinking feelings. I can't go back to the mansion now, so I'll walk along the crowded shopping district and wait for morning to catch a train. Saint Germain taught me that there are places in London that stay open all night. The poor part of town should be nearby. I decide to head for the lower class area of the city. The commercial districts there are usually more lively at night. As long as I can blend in and act accordingly, it should be a safer place than here, where the streets are deserted. Lupin gave me good lessons on how to act in the different areas of the city. That's where I'll go. I make my way to the shopping district. Although it's somewhat close to the center of Steel London, this is a poorer area. This poverty-stricken neighborhood was left virtually untouched, even after the reconstruction of London. More accurately, the reconstruction brought out this part of the city's features even more. I remember Saint Germain happily talking about it. Whitechapel, the entertainment district. A sleepless city. Yeah, this is Jack the Ripper's town. This is where the citizens go to relax. The government turns a blind eye to it, seeing it as a necessary evil.
Whoa, you're cute. How about you come over here and play some naughty games with us?
Games? I'm sorry, I'm not interested.
Rejected! A girl like her isn't going to pay you any mind. Sorry, girlie. I'll get this guy out of your hair. Take it easy.
The beautiful woman grabs the man by the collar, and the two of them move along, the reek of alcohol lingering behind them. It really is lively here. Alright, and this isn't really a very good spot to break off, but I think this scene is going to be going for quite a while, so I'm going to have to break here before this goes on too long. And if I'm estimating things correctly, it's really difficult to tell when you forwarded a lot of stuff, so I hope that this video is adequate in length. If not, I sincerely apologize. So, I hope to see you in my future videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. You're really signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.